Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I wanted to give my little follow-up video to Jarrell Miller, because you guys may remember when I was walking through the airport, I was talking about how Jarrell Miller's making his return fight following his long PED suspension from boxing. He fought in the WBA's KO to Drugs Festival, which a lot of people, myself included, found very, very ironic and kind of funny. But he was taking on heavyweight Ariel Bracamonte in a 10-rounder. And, you know, Jarrell Miller, a lot was made of his physique and his, or lack thereof, shape coming into the fight. I mean, Jarrell Miller has never been some sort of Adonis. He's never been like a guy with the best body in the world, nothing like that. But Jarrell Miller, even by his standards, came in ridiculously overweight for this fight, although it's heavyweight, so there really is no such thing as being overweight. But he came in at 341 pounds, looked very sloppy on the scale, and looked sloppy in the fight. I mean, it took him a couple rounds to get going against Ariel Bracamonte. You know, they fought on the very popular and incomparable TV channel TYC Sports. So not a lot of people in America watch this fight. You would have really have had to go out of your way to try to watch this fight, just so you know. So if you did watch this fight, because I didn't even watch this fight. If you did watch this fight, congratulations. You are a real boxing fan. But it took him some time to get started. It took Jarrell like, 2.5 rounds to really find his footing in the fight. Wasn't a whole lot of power on his shots, but his timing got better as the fight went along, and he did what he was supposed to do against an opponent of that level. I think with him, right, the guy has a checkered past, so anything he would have did in this fight would have been criticized. Now, if he would have went in there and been in shape and lean and mean and knocked the fuck out this dude, people would have said he's on PEDs. Now he wins a fight where he throws a lot of punches, a good amount of punches, and he doesn't look his best, but people still say PEDs. So he's in a no-win situation, because the reality is he has a long history of performance-enhancing drug use, and there's no way to get around that. Unfortunately for him, there is no way to get around that. But what I will say is this about Big Baby. I like Big Baby as a person. I just seen him like 2 weeks ago at the Cherry Bryan fight. I had a great conversation with him on New Year's Day at the Ortiz versus Martin card about life. It wasn't even on some boxing stuff. It was more so about life. So I know he's going through some things, and I as a person, I do wish him the best. But if he wants to make any sort of noise in the heavyweight division, he's gonna need to really become a fighter with some self-esteem. And what I mean by that is, it's like, I like Cherry Bryan. Cherry Bryan's a dear friend of mine. But the reality is, he didn't really come into the Dubois fight in the best shape, even though he said he did, okay? He didn't really come into the fight with the best shape. And it looked like he was a fighter who had lost his self-esteem. And on the night when he fought Dubois, he fought like a fighter who lost his self-esteem. Just being 100% honest. When it comes to Big Baby, I know life's been tough. I know people are gonna talk shit. I know they're gonna push those buttons. And you know what? It's your mistake. You gotta live with it. With every choice in life, there's consequences. So you gotta live with those consequences. But he needs to be a fighter that has self-esteem about himself, and not come in at 341 pounds. He needs to get down there in weight. You don't gotta be freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger or look like Anthony Joshua or look like any sort of Greek god with the body, but he needs to be at a weight where he can move around and he can get the best out of his style. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, he said, the 33-year-old heavyweight, at best, right? Just being honest here, at best, Big Baby will probably be used as an opponent for like a Jared Anderson or maybe a Joe Joyce or Hergovic or someone like that. He's not going to be the A-side anymore, because boxing politics will not allow him to be the A-side. That time has came and went, but he can still make some noise in his career, and he can still, salvage his career. And, That's what it is. But in this fight, like I said, it took him a while to get going. It took him a while to really get his engine revved up. But once he did, you saw some of the things that made Jarrell Miller a solid contender. The good timing, good punch output, and overall just a guy that, while he is very big in size, punching power is not that big, but he can overwhelm me with his volume and his size. So that's kind of what happened. The best moment in the fight came towards the end, where Jarrell Miller had lost his mouthpiece, and he looked down to see where his mouthpiece was, and then Argentinian Ariel, he came and he clocked him. That was probably the best part of the whole entire fight, if I'm being honest with you. But overall, the important thing is he won. I think it was a 43.5-month layoff, so a long time since we've seen Big Baby in the ring. I think it was his first fight since 2018, late 2018. So we've gone 3 calendar years since he last fought, and hopefully for his sake, he can get back into some big important fights. Personally, look, I know back in the day when they were both actually promising young prospects, Trevor Bryan and Jarrell Miller were talking about fighting each other. Now, Jarrell's coming off of a little tune-up win. Trevor Bryan's coming off of a devastating loss. I would like to see that fight, because that was a fight I always wanted to see, and I never got a chance to see it. So at some point, I would like to see that fight, and then the winner can go on to bigger and better things. But we'll definitely be keeping up what happens with Big Baby's career here on True School Sports. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you guys think of? What did you think of Jarrell Miller's return, if you had a chance to watch the fight live or the highlights? And what do you think? Like, who do you think Jarrell Miller will be used as an opponent for in the future? Because that's really where I think this is heading. They're going to get him 2 or 3, maybe 4 wins, keep him active, and he'll be fed to some sort of young fighter or heavyweight that these networks have a big plan for, such as Joe Joyce, Hergovic, Arslanbek Makhmudov. Someone will get a chance to fight Jarrell Miller with the name in the heavyweight division if he keeps winning and keeps his nose clean. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take your eyes.
Thank you for watching True School Sports.
No, follow this kid.
Oh.
He's a true, he's a young, true, passionate person who follows boxing. He wakes up thinking about boxing, and he goes to sleep thinking about boxing.
This is true.
Good kid, good man, and looking forward to seeing him everywhere in the boxing world.
Hey man, if you ain't subscribed to True School Sports, you fucking up, man. Make sure you subscribe, bro.
Fucking up big time.
Make sure, man.